Hey everybody, Jim Graywolf here. Oh, heading into dusk. I'm actually sitting in my car. I've been out there with some of my teachers for the last hour and a half. Here, I'll show you some of them. My battery in my phone went dead. So in order to do anything, I had to come here and plug into the car. It's okay. It's all right. My teachers are all around me. Hey, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with this video, but it's interesting because a lot of people have been bringing this to me. Today alone, 6 different people are bringing this subject to me in different ways, men and women, so there's no, it's not gender specific for sure. Plus my own inner thoughts over the last 4 or 5 days, actually. So I do these videos. People say they're helpful. I hope they are. It's great if they are. When I sense a trend or when I get a lot of people, or sometimes just it's in my gut and I have to bring it out because creators tell me, okay, talk. Well, in this case, there's a lot of people coming. There were several yesterday. Again, like I said, 6 today. My best friend was 1. My own things, like I said, that would make 7, I guess. And other good friends. People who are spiritual, people who have walked the road for a while, some new people on the road. But the whole point of it is, well, one of my really close friends, his thoughts, his questions to himself was, do I even want to be here anymore? What purpose do I serve? For myself? For the community? Wow. I'll repeat that. Wow. I've had 2 others saying similar things. A couple of others who are thinking, we're going to go back underground, if you will, no longer visible. I'll go into that in a minute. One other, I saw a good friend who posted something online. I think I'll delete my accounts now in the virtual realm and just have something for a few close friends. And then another person who I know, not as a close friend, but I know them, we communicate online, saying similar things. Last night I had someone send me a note, hey Jim, yeah, here's my email address. I have to get off social media. I'm tired of the name calling and the finger pointing and the dark energy I sense and so on. Okay, I get it. Believe me, I get it. I've been around a long time. The gray hairs are real. I've been doing spiritual warrior stuff for over 40 years. And I do know what can happen. I feel it, I see it. We all got a dose of it at Standing Rock, big time. And it's still, some of that is still in effect. It can scare people away. It can make you disgusted. It can make you say, why even bother? Do people deserve it? Or why even bother? There's nothing I can do. I'm going to say there's a lot we can do, especially collectively, and a lot each one of us can do and needs to do now. We are at the pivot point of the times of change. It's what I was taught for years by my elders, by teachers of many cultures. Oh, and for those who want to know where my teachings come from and where I get my wisdom from, if I have any, my book's not currently in print. I don't have any hard copies. But if you want my first book, it goes all into it in great detail. So contact me, make a donation to my nonprofit, whatever you feel is appropriate, and I'll send it to you. What do you call that? I forget what the format is. It's the kind you can read on Kindle, or you can just read online. I'd be happy to do that. It's called White Man, Red Road, 5 Colors. But anyway, as someone who has been out there a long time, I do get it. I've been thinking myself, again, oh man, I am tired of this. I am tired of pettiness. I'm tired of foolishness. I'm tired of fear. I'm tired of people opening their mouths and they don't know what they're talking about. I'm tired of people not speaking up and asking questions rather than polluting the energy with darkness. We need light now. We need to be out there supporting each other, all of us supporting each other. not trying to knock things down or bringing up stuff that is just why? Why? The darkness is doing enough, and God knows there's enough darkness out there. We got to come together in the light. And this isn't about me. I could care less. I've had enough attacks and phoniness to the last 3 lifetimes. I really don't give a damn. But when I have a lot of people tell me they're feeling under assault by darkness, they're feeling put upon, they don't know if they want to stay on the earth anymore, or if they should go up to the spirit realm, then I talk. Hey, doggies. Sorry, guys. Shiloh, stop! A dog just showed up. My dogs are welcoming him. Must be affirmation or something, y'all. Anyway, I could go on and on in this. There's no need. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. After Standing Rock, a lot of us went underground, quote unquote. We became invisible. I did it to a certain extent. I kept the groups running, but I stayed silent. I had enough. I had enough seeing great people like LaDonna Howard, who was the mother of Standing Rock, being attacked for stuff I knew was blatantly untrue. But it was all by the I heard that people. My friends on the res would say, yeah, that's the I heard that people. They're as bad as people who watch news on TV and say, oh, it must be real. It's on TV. And so we went underground. A lot of us have come back to the surface. But now I'm getting from too many, I'm going to go underground again. The heck with this. I'm not going to do it. I have no desire to leave the planet right now. I want to be here for this. But I have worked through several times lately. Hey, you know, I could just put what I'm doing on hold. I could take my 2 dogs, if they stop barking, and we can go up on the mountain and be really comfortable. Why do I have to serve anymore? I've been doing it for decades. But you know, when you really go into your heart, and you got to get out of your head for this, when you go into your heart and pay attention to what's there, really look at it and feel it, more importantly, feel it, you'll see what's really there. We are here for a reason. Everyone is here for a reason. Everyone. Whether they're in the change part, moving us into the light workers, the kind and gentle folks, or whether they're the dark ones, trying to pull us back, hold us back, keep us back. Those doing it intentionally and those doing it because they just don't know any better, or because that's the way it's always been done. You didn't do that exactly like I did. You don't look quite like me. All that nonsense. We are all needed. There's no one who's not needed right now. And I mean that sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. I have walked away from some people because they're not ready to do it, and that's okay. I still love them. Still close to me. But right now it's stepping up with those who know and those who care. Forget about anything negative that's shot at you. I don't have a problem with it being shot at me. I do when it comes at my friends, but that's just something I'll have to work through. Those of us who have been here for the things for a while, hey, come on, folks, one more time. This is the big one. What do you think we've been training for? Do you really think each one of those was just in and of itself? Do you think Standing Rock was a standalone? If so, why were some of us in Water is Life? Why were some of us standing with the young people on Future Fridays, and we still do? Why is climate change such a huge thing? A lot of that was triggered by Standing Rock. We have the forces that are trying to stop it. They're making last-ditch efforts. And unfortunately, they're using some people, good people, who are being deluded, distracted, bought over. Again, we saw it at Standing Rock. When it started happening at first, and I mentioned Standing Rock because it was a key opening point for so many efforts. It's still there, that energy. But not long into it, I remember LaDonna Howard and some of the other grandmothers saying, whoa, this is going to stop. And before you knew it, it did. And we just stood together. The stupid stories, except for those that were being promoted and pushed by the oil companies, and boy, they were out there. Some of that residue is still out there. I could still feel it on my back. But my point is, folks, if you really are doubting why you're here, please go into your heart. And then please get together with some people who are in the light. Talk some. I've been doing a lot of circles lately. I'll be doing more. I get flack for that too, by the way. That's a video someday. But really go into it. Really understand what makes you tick. You'll understand why you're here and why it's important you keep going. Please, don't shut down your cameras. Don't shut down your hearts. I've seen too many already get off the track. I've seen some of the young people who were incredible, really young people, and they walked away because they couldn't take it anymore. And I get it. Why would you want to? Some of these were teens. We can't afford to have too many people walk away. Those who are doing the work, even if you don't feel like you're making a difference, believe me, you are. And I am talking from experience. I am talking from a lot of miles under my shoes. Right all the time? Hell no. Tons of mistakes. Lots of things I would change. But I've walked it. I've walked it. I've had amazing elders and teachers. I promised them I would walk this and teach and be a bridge and do all I could until my last breath. And I intend to do that. And no people sitting on sidelines or stuck in some old way are ever going to make me stop. Please try to get to that place too. You're needed. Some of you who are questioning things, you know who I'm talking to. I'd never name anybody. Please go into that. We've talked about it before. We've been through this before. We've been out on the battlefield before. Now it's peaceful warriors. Now it's using love as the weapons. Please get that love burning inside of you too. I love you all. I will continue to see you out there. I know I will. I know those who are questioning it will not be able to sit down. We sat down before, and maybe we had to, maybe it was a mistake. It doesn't matter. That's done. We're here now. Here for the new earth. Here to weave a new way. Here to bring things into balance. I love you all. I'm sorry this went long, but have a cup of coffee as you listen. Bye-bye.